It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon Ducks. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Oregon's offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to... He's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. So Washington's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
They'll go to the toss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They'll try to pick up the 1st. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
He breaks a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
The give to the back. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They'll try the right side. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man, and he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McClain. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll leave it with him. Really good pickup on second down there, leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. Try to get it on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical fourth down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Winston. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Split backs here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw. On target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll try it over the left side. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. Snagged in the middle. It's Winston. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll try it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball. Playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's the handoff. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there, I think.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Ducks are marching down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Looking for the score, and into the end zone.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Makes his connection. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll run the screen. Obliterates him, still on the move. And tackled there by the defense. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Grabbed over the middle. It's McClain. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Power football with the run. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. The pitch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. DB's right up on the receivers. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, it's Burgess. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one, they'll mark it at the 18. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Looking to throw, it's Dull. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass on the way. It's kicked off. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Finds the tight end. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Washington right back to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the 3rd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The give to the tailback. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. He's up to 51 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around Jesse. He's been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think anybody else on the field.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. At the 35, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Washington! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill, and there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Dahl. Buys a little time with his feet. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got...
That's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Huskies get it past the sticks.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Ducks will punt this one away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down on the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Now the toss. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Might as well give it to him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll give it to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. At the 35, he's loose. He now has 84 yards. It'd be no surprise he's been among the nation's elite all season. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. With the catch, it's McClain. Powers through. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Dahl. Pressure coming. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go. At the 30-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Gets it out fast. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Dahl. Coming after it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Safe completion on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Now the pitch.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He makes the connection. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit of time.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Gets away from 1. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Now on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to run for it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He'll pull it down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Dull. Feeling some heat. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's right on target. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. The 40. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Finds his tight end.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. And the pummeling has started. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Hands it off. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. On the ready. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.